United Way means so much, I think, to so many different people that it would be tough to define, but I know for our family, community service and giving back has always been really important. And we try to teach that in everything that we do. So we haven't always had the money to give, but when we didn't have money, we certainly gave time. And we still don't have a lot of money to give, but we know when we do give money, we want it to be very impactful. So it's very comforting to know that when we give to the United Way, not only are all the agencies in the United Way legitimate and very need-fulfilling agencies for our community, but we know that there's a group of people behind the scenes that are ensuring that our money is going to where it's going to serve the greatest impact.
So when it comes to the need for donations, one of the things you got to consider is that when times are hard for us as a country, the need still exists. We still have fires happening every day of the week someplace in the United States. I mean, single-family fires is the #1 disaster that affects people in America. So it's not just when you see the big headlines of a tornado in Woodward or a flood in New Orleans or whatever. Those disasters are happening every day. And so for me as a disaster action team member, what that means is the funds that come in, we're keeping here local.
Last year in our community, because of people like you, we were able to respond to many single-family fires. Some had fatalities. Some were families who were just lost everything that they owned. With support of the Stillwater United Way, we are able to focus on the families in the need and give them the comfort, support, and guide them to the road of recovery.
I lived in Cushing, Oklahoma, and I was about 7 years old, and we had a house fire. My mother had left pans in the oven and left the oven on, and I woke up in the night with just smoke hanging over my face. I didn't know what it was just a heaviness over my face. And so I raised up into the smoke, and of course frightened, ran through the kitchen to get my brother and my sister and my mother out of the house. My father had passed away recently. And we got out of the house, went to the neighbors, called the fire department, and they did come. But who came along with them was the American Red Cross. A lady in brown gave me a blanket and gave us water and gave me a doll. And that was so touching to me at 7 years old.
My name is Dolores Shangru, and this is my daughter, Charla Shangru. We came to Stillwater in 2007. Charla started high school, continued high school here, and the high school brought her to Empower to do vocational training. She's been there ever since. She graduated in 2009 and then became a full-time employee at Empower.
Imagine if you're a family member of the folks that we serve. They graduate high school, they have nowhere to go, but you have to continue to provide for your family and go to work each day. Our services allow you that opportunity to continue that and also promote independence for their child or their family member. They're able to go out and make a paycheck. They're able to give back to the community and society and gain independence in the process. Our ultimate goal for each person would be to have their own job in the community, and we train up into that point.
You've suffered abuse from a spouse, and you've finally worked up the nerve to get your kids to safety. You're a single mother looking for affordable summer programming and year-round activities to uplift your children. You're 50 years old with a full-time job, teenagers, and an aging parent you'd like to care for at home, but need positive daytime respite. You're a teenager in trouble, possibly pregnant, recently beaten with no place to go. The United Way helps with all these needs and many more.
For everyone that gives already, thank you for giving. If you don't give, please consider giving. You know, times have been tough, and we know that Stillwater has lost businesses that made a big difference in this campaign, and other times have made a negative impact in terms of difference of this campaign. But unfortunately, the needs are still there. The needs are even greater through these agencies. and we need your help. So please consider giving.